Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and happy Hanukkah. We are here back on our countdown for Best of the Year 2017 here at GameSpot. Today we're going to be telling you our number 7 game as voted on and argued by the GameSpot staff. I'm Mike Mahardy here with Peter Brown.
Hello.
Santa Claus.
I don't know.
Kallie Plagge.
Hi.
And then Nick Margarita.
Howdy.
And we might as well get right into it. Before we start rolling the montage for number 7, I want to reiterate, every day, weekday, going up till December 20th, we are announcing one more game in our lineup. And then on December 20th, we're having a mega stream where we'll do 3, 2, and 1, so you don't just know what 2 and 1 are the night before. But yeah, without much further ado, let's check out number 7 of 2017.
You think you're a hero, William Joseph Lescotch?
I got kids on the way, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna raise them in a world run by these Nazi assholes.
I tell you, them goddamn Nazi son bitches coming here, we gonna shoot their asses out. I'll tell you what, going out in a blaze of glory, hallelujah!
Hey, little fella.
So, I got a nuke in this here fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Cool it. I did not mean to rile you.
So there you have it. Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus by Machine Games, published by Bethesda, is our number 7 game of the year. We had been talking earlier about how it came out kind of the tail end of the year, October 27th, with Assassin's Creed Origins and Super Mario Odyssey, that Day of Death. It was actually pretty fun. But yeah, it came out the tail end of the year. Kallie Plagge, you reviewed it. You gave it a 9 out of 10, which at GameSpot means superb.
Superb out of 10.
Tell me in a nutshell what makes this game a number 7 on our list.
For me, I mean, the sequel to 2014's The New Order, and as a sequel, it expands so much on what that game was trying to do. I think it balances its super bonkers, off-the-wall tone really well with a more serious, really heavy subject matter. I mean, this is not a lighthearted game by any means, but the tone shifts are constant and yet so evocative. And I also think that the gameplay really feeds into that and makes you feel like you have the power to resist against the occupying Nazi forces.
Yeah, if you're watching this live, we are going to stream it momentarily. We might spoil stuff later, but for now we'll avoid spoilers. But Nick, bringing this game to Nazi-occupied America, how did that serve the game? Did you like going from New Orleans, New York, the environments and the level design in general?
Yeah, so this was a pretty awesome game because of what we learned in New Order. You know, there were a lot of newspaper clippings and kind of information you could find in the previous game that would give us an idea of what's going on back in the United States. And so this game finally getting there and seeing Fallout New York, because we knew it was nuked in the past game, we just hadn't seen it yet. It shows how far the Reich is willing to go in order to control and have full power over the world. And so that's why I think this game is so jarring. It does have its comical moments, but when you go to New York, you're like, holy cow, think of how many people died here. It's insane.
Yeah, it does shift pretty dramatically and fluidly, I'd say. There's the New Orleans scene they showed where the guy plays clarinet. It's diegetic music or whatever. What's the word I want to say to sound smart? I think it's diegetic. The music's happening in the scene, and then someone's shooting at Nazis out the window. You can see it right here. And then Horton is the resistance contact in New Orleans. And then, of course, you've already met up with, the Black Panther-inspired group in New York, which is pretty cool. But Kallie, these characters, obviously, the New Order, like you said, was very character-driven, but New Colossus especially, I think, was going for that angle as well. Did you find that some of these new characters stuck with you throughout the months?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the best thing about these characters is that, I mean, this character is pretty out there. I think Super Spesh is probably the most, totally insane character in a lot of ways. But no one is just used for comic relief. Nobody is just like a plot device driving something forward. There's a lot of nuance to the characters that makes them relatable even in the fantastical, out of this world aspects of this game. And the New Order was, I think, like that, but a little less so, and more kind of like a linear story driven. I think this is more like allowing you to really see into these characters, their motivations, why they believe in the resistance, and what happened to each of them. They all have, they carry these physical and mental scars. I mean, Grace has, she was, in the nuclear fallout, and she has like a burned hand and stuff like that, and you get to know them in a way that makes the story of resistance more powerful to me.
Yeah, Nick, the New Order obviously was known for allowing you to kind of be stealthy or just go guns blazing, dual wielding, or like focus on explosives, or a mix of all 3 or 4. They kind of doubled down on that in New Colossus with the contraptions. Do you feel that that approach was still intact in the New Colossus?
Yeah, and I think those contraptions simply elevated that. And so as someone who likes to go into the rooms gun blazing, having the ramshackles was like my favorite thing in the whole world.
It's like the bull rush, right?
Yeah, you like run into Nazis, they explode in your path. But
like
Kallie,
real life.
Yeah, like real life. But Kallie, on the other hand, played more stealthily, and so she used the constrictor, and so that allows you to go through pipes and be more stealthy around the environment. And I think that changes the way you play the game in really, really good ways, but it still keeps like the themes that were so awesome in New Order, like all the weapons, and we get new weapons in New Colossus. We get new ways to play. I think it was a perfect way to make a good step in the right direction in terms of a video game sequel.
Right, driving it forward.
In terms of difficulty, Kallie, did you find that it was pretty well paced in that respect throughout the game?
I see. The thing is, I wouldn't say it's well paced, but I think that's a positive, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of difficulty spikes in this game. There's a lot of really challenging moments, even on the Bring 'em On, I think, is the default difficulty, and that's like 3 in a list of 6. Even on that difficulty, there's times where I was like, all right, I got this. I figured it out. I figured out how to kill all these Nazis. And then I would, there's like a courtroom scene that's just halfway through the game, and you're like, this has to be the ending because this is so freaking hard. And I think that, at least from my point of view and how I interpreted the game, that enhanced my feeling of powerlessness in a lot of ways. I felt like I was really overcoming something almost impossible when I fought against the Reich, and I felt like the difficulty, the almost like throwing yourself against this wall that is nearly impenetrable, helps enhance the feeling of like, yes, this was worth doing, even though we all are getting hopeless. This was something that needed to be done and was hard fought, and it avoids feeling like a power fantasy because of that.
Yeah, do you feel like they were right to stick to their guns with non-regenerating health? You have to pick up health packs. You have to pick up ammo manually most of the time. Although sometimes it will happen automatically. Ammo.
Yeah.
It was like kind of inconsistent, or was there a logic to it I didn't understand?
No, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
It was sporadic.
Gotcha.
Sometimes the time, if you took down like a Panzerhund and you like walked over it, you would pick up the armor. But if there was armor on a shelf, you would have to physically walk up
Like
to that
placed
shelf.
in the environment?
Yeah, it has like a logic to it. Yeah.
Did you like the old school feel, I guess, to the mechanics here, if that's the right way to phrase it?
Homie, I haven't had a chance to really play this game as much as I wanted to. Like, I'm the unlucky one on set who just didn't get the opportunity. So you'll have to ask them, unfortunately.
You played the one we're announcing tomorrow quite a lot.
Yes.
But we also got the chance to, this game allows you to go back with the intel missions and try out, like, it's actually, like, really drastically changes some areas if you go back to this certain ranch or this certain place in New York, and you can kind of hunt down specific officers and everything.
It's so smart to have those intel missions. Like, New Order didn't have anything like that. So not only is it like, oh, there's more for me to play, like, there's more to this game, it's also like your work is not done. Your work is not done because you beat the big bad, you know?
Yeah. Well, speaking of, obviously we won't spoil exactly what happens, but how do you feel they're not. It's weird to like call them boss fights. You fight Mecha Death's Head in New Order, right? You can kind of assume there'd be some sort of huge fights or boss fights or encounters in this game. How do you think they handled those without spoiling it? Like,
this game does a really, really good job of hiding those battles, whereas you knew kind of, especially at the end of New Order, you knew, okay, this is the boss battle that's going to end the game. In New Colossus, it does a really, really good job of kind of disguising these boss battles that kind of bookend the specific chapters in each kind of area that you're in. But I never really felt like, oh man, like this is it, this is the boss battle, and then I move on to the next one.
Yeah.
There was always this sense of like uncertainty about like, wow, that was really hard. Like, I wonder what's gonna be thrown at me next, and is there still more I need to do here? And it was always kind of like in the back of your mind.
yeah, and also it was like very good at still allowing you to take whatever approach you want to get through these skirmishes, I'd say.
Yeah, and I think as far as the level design goes, with the 3 contraptions that you get halfway through the game, it is very easy to read which direction you're encouraged to go to with each contraption. But I think overall, the level design allows for freedom to like switch your approach halfway through. Like, I mean, even in this clip, I didn't even plan this. You saw like, oh, I'm just gonna like shoot from a room, and now it's just going like balls to the wall. So
I absolutely love when shooters can kind of convey the character in the way that they fight, and Wolfenstein New Order, and even more so in New Colossus, is so great at how like just bombastic and messy BJ is. Like, he's not that accurate. I mean, the guns aren't inaccurate on purpose. Some of them are, though. They're really like unwieldy almost, and then it feels like he's just pissed.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's like Destiny. All the guns and the characters feel fluid.
tight, yeah.
Yeah, especially hunters. But like, this feels like it's a pissed off American soldier just like wants to kill Nazis in his country.
Yeah.
And it just kind of revs you up the whole time.
even the hatchet kills are like
Yes.
so, and like that's the thing is you'd think it's like, oh, gory, like, ooh, rah, we're fighting, but it's very much like you get his emotions, especially because he's kind of talking to himself, not in a way that's like annoying to me. He's kind of like ruminating on what he's doing, but he hates them so much,
Yeah.
and he just goes for it. And you're right, you do really like the actual movement conveys that, even between stealth and guns blazing and everything else.
And in terms of the game too, the variety of different ways you can kill and dismember Nazis is just mind-boggling. How many different animations there are for like this one, like, okay,
You can also
cut the arm
upgrade
off,
weapons
like,
too.
It's so satisfying. Like,
Yeah.
as sick as that might sound to some people, it's so satisfying.
No, the game mechanically feels flawed on purpose in a good way.
Yes.
The feel of it, and I think they nailed it specifically. But through and through, after it's been out for like 2 months now. Nick, what are some of what's like in broad strokes? What are the things that like stuck with you and made you argue for this and vote for this on our top 10 of the year?
So I fought for this game pretty hard, and I think the reason why I was fighting for it was for its story and its narrative, more so than its gameplay. I think its gameplay took the great things that it had in New Order and pushed it in New Colossus. But this story, every moment where you're like, wow, like, I wonder how far they're going to push it, whether it's backstory or just the craziness of what the Nazis have been able to achieve in that day and age. You're like, how far can this story push? And then it just goes beyond anything you could ever imagine or come up. So I mean, shout out to all the writers that worked on this game, because
They stopped giving a fuck like 2 hours into the game.
and it was
Absolutely.
just surprise after surprise after surprise.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We're finally catching up with everybody who didn't have a chance to play all 10 games.
Yeah, there's still some ones that I have to play, but yeah, I'm right there with you, Nick. Like I think you could argue, and like I alluded to with the like level design that's it telegraphs kind of where it wants you to go. I think you could, like, there were some people who were saying like, I don't see how it pushes the shooter genre forward, and I strongly disagree with that. And that's one of the things I fought for. Is I think as far as like the narrative goes and how the gameplay interacts with that narrative is a really big step for shooters. I mean, I've never ever played a game with Black Panthers in it, first of all. Like, I thought, I mean, that could seem like a small thing, but I think that's a really, really huge statement that Machine Games made with this game, where they were like, oh yeah, and like, BJ's not even the leader, Grace is the leader, and she's the one who tells you what the fuck you're supposed to do, because like, she has these principles, and you're just there to be her muscle. Like it's, I think narratively it does so many important things for the genre that I really believe in this
Speaking
game.
of Grace, she's also like when she's not killing Nazis, she's taking care of her baby.
She's just breastfeeding. Like, oh, there's like a breastfeeding scene in this game. There's so much I wasn't expecting. That's like not a spoiler at all.
or Anya herself is pregnant throughout this game. That's like a known thing right from the beginning too.
Yeah, pregnant and like throwing grenades.
Dual wielding guns.
Yeah,
When
and
she's-
it's never like, oh, don't go out because we want to protect you and your pregnant body.
Yeah.
It's more like, well, we love you and we want you to live, but also like we kind of do need you to do this.
Game's also genuinely funny at some parts. Like when BJ
The
and
birthday party is so good.
that's really good too. But when BJ, it's like in the game, like while you're right after you kill a few Nazis, BJ will say something to Anya. Anya will be like, "Yeah, I just killed a few." Kind of liking it, and then it like becomes this like sexual moment between the two, and then they're like, "Wait, is this channel open?" And then I think it's Super Specs is like,
Everyone's like,
"Yeah." Anyway, but yeah, this game, like between the writing, the momentum it carries between the cutscenes and the gameplay, the way that the mechanics feed into the level design and vice versa, I think it's just all like of a piece in a great way, and that's why it is number 7 on our top 10 list. As I said earlier, each weekday leading up till December 20th, we will be announcing another game. So tomorrow will be number 6. And then next week, we will start off with number 5, then go 4, and then a mega stream, 3, 2, 1. If you want to catch up on all that other stuff, please do so. Go look at the other games we've announced. And if you want to stick around right now, don't turn the stream off. We're going to be playing Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. This is where I have to give a spoiler warning a little bit. We'll try our best not to spoil anything major, but we do want to play one of the cooler parts of the game.
So
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah, we're in New Orleans, which is pretty much in ruins, and there's a New Orleans resistance group that you're trying to find.
Yeah, so that's like
basically.
a common thread in the game, right? Trying to
You're recruiting
link
people.
up and unite all the resistance cells, like
Yeah.
the Black Panthers, the whatever, I forget what Horton's group is called.
Yeah, I've heard they're like they're almost like beatnik in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you can see, this is with the constrictor harness contractions. This is a little bit after halfway through the game. And so we're going to be probably tackling this a little more stealthy because that's the perks that I have unlocked on this save.
Gonna have to play a little differently than I'm used to, but you know, that's the beauty of this game is there's so many different ways to play.
And I mean, like, if you trip an alarm, you can just go for it.
I'm probably gonna go guns blazing in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I had so much fun doing stealth in this game. Well, yeah, fun's a weird word. I found it very satisfying because it was like I was being so careful and exploiting their weaknesses. And I have a silencer on the, as you
yeah.
can see. Yeah.
Silencer on the pistol.
I mean, they figured it out in New Order, but just introducing those officers into the mix, like go for them first, or they could set off the alarm. It makes you sometimes like snake around other characters to get to them.
Right. And then, as you saw there, for those who are watching the gameplay and not just listening, the constrictor harness has has a side bonus. I didn't even see this when I played this level.
Yeah.
It has like a bonus where time slows down when enemies spot you,
Like Phantom
which is
Pain.
Yeah.
which is super helpful, and that's probably why I liked stealth so much.
And I didn't even know that was the case until I had selected it, because like they all have those not minor, but they have those side bonuses, and then that started happening. And I thought it was just because of something that happened in the story like halfway through. And I was like, oh, BJ can do this now, but I was like, Nick was like, no, I don't have that ability. 'Cause
Yeah.
Nick, you did the Bull Rush one.
I did the Bull Rush one, which was
What's it
literally so satisfying.
Ramshackles.
Ramshackles, yeah.
Fisticuffs almost.
I think one of the most useful things is the armor-piercing rounds for this gun.
You can shred the
Because
bigger
like
dudes.
everybody has like mechanical armor. Oh, and then I'm doing in this save it's the Wyatt timeline. So rather than the laser craft work, which is a returning gun from New Order, it has like you shoot explosive charges with it.
Yeah, I can break that out.
Yeah, so there's 2 different guns depending on the timeline you choose, and you can select that at the beginning of the game, which is worth noting. It doesn't continue your save as far as I know.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go back and play the Fergus timeline because I played Wyatt as well. And I think that's interesting that in the past games, it was, like, oh, my only reason to go back and play this game again is to see the other timeline, but that's not really the case for this game because of how much post-game content there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like about maybe a little more than halfway through the game, I'd say.
Yeah.
If not more than that, but yeah, this is the gun I upgraded the most. I know Jean-Luc was playing it a lot, but the
Yeah.
armor-piercing rounds are just
Like that's
They
the
are
first thing you should
very
get.
fun. To,
Yeah.
Deadly.
yeah.
I didn't dual wield at all because I'm just like not coordinated enough to dual wield.
Or say coordinated.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm verbally coordinated. Was that a quick reload as well?
Yeah, I don't know.
I love the feedback you get when you hit enemies.
Yeah.
And it just feels like you're actually hitting him in the knee when you see him recoil or anything. Like Resident Evil 4 was like the first game I remember doing that really well. And then
Well,
Resident Evil 5
definitely
and
tripped
6
him
sucked
along.
at it.
Well, it's not broadcast anymore, so you killed
Okay, there
whatever
we go.
officer.
Let's break this baby out. We're gonna need this.
Yeah, that's.
There were a lot of new, like, two-handed weapons that were introduced in this game as well, versus New Order. I think, how many were in New Order that were, like, two-handed? I don't really remember.
Not that many. Yeah, I don't really remember either.
Like the heavy weapons that you can't,
Yes.
that aren't in your
Yeah.
inventory. I barely use that grenade launcher that you get from Wyatt, or on his playthrough.
Yeah, I use that a ton.
Really?
I love that. I would like.
Pro tip.
I forgot I had it. Yeah, so I fought this Panzer going pretty close.
Oh wow.
I'll damage him and then I'll go down and fight him. Unless I already killed him.
I tried to just sneak past him, and I did this section so many times because I was like so determined not to like trigger that giant cat thing.
The what?
I don't know. It's,
It's a hound.
It's
Oh,
a
the Panzer
hound.
hound. It's a
Yeah, it's a hound. It's whatever.
I think one of the most like interesting things about this game was like talking to Kallie about how she like completed some of the major like story elements where it was, you know, I had gone, whoa, guns blazing like this, versus Kallie had completely snuck by some of these major enemies that I was like, I can't defeat this giant robot. And it was like, oh, how did you do it?
And I was like, I just ran. I don't know. I
Yeah,
gave up.
there was a point in Roswell where there was a pretty tough fight, and I ended up just circumventing because I didn't want to try it for the 7th time.
The Roswell section is super hard, and that's at the beginning. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the difficulty spikes I was talking about. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, I guess we're in the shit now.
Yeah, it's one of the gut checks early on.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a.
Oh, I
Oh
died.
man.
My B.
Did you see what he said? He said you mess with an area and you die.
Ugh.
Holy shit.
I said I wasn't gonna die on the stream, but I did die.
Yeah,
It's true.
What difficulty are we on right now?
I don't think I changed it because we reloaded the save.
Yeah, whatever.
So, oops, I am playing on a higher difficulty. We were gonna cheat and put the difficulty lower, but
Just play this one. You're fine.
You're fine.
well.
You're doing it.
I mean, you're
We
not
all
doing as
believe
good as
in
you could be, but you're doing well.
I'm gonna cheat now.
Not cheating. You're just
Yeah.
using
It's not really
the weapons.
cheating.
Playing
Like,
smartly.
yeah, it's a tool the game gives you.
I wanted to fight him, but now I'm gonna cheat.
He just says cheat anyway.
That's-
Despite our reassurances.
Goodbye. Bang bang. There he goes. Woo!
Dunk.
I really thought there were going to be more gators in there. I don't
Yeah.
think there are.
I don't think there are. At least let's not find out.
And then just like the actual set pieces here, where you see like walking through this section, you hear people screaming because the soldiers are going through and like getting people
Oh,
out of the
boy.
buildings.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill me. I died again.
I'm sorry. I mean, I see that, but I'm not going to kill you.
Sorry.
It's fine.
You've already been
This
killed.
is, you know what? This is true to the experience of playing this game. Let's just.
We did want to go and like play a really deep part of the game that would have been more spoilery, but that I don't know if we can say. Did we say we were gonna talk about some spoilery stuff?
Yeah, we gave a
portion of the
spoiler
stream?
warning.
Yeah, if you don't want something
But also, I
spoiled
feel
in
bad
this
for
game-
Peter.
Sorry, Peter.
What? I can't hear you.
Like in New Order, when you go off planet, there's another moment where you leave.
Moment?
There's another level
Yeah.
where you leave this planet and you go to another planet.
You
I
go
guess
to
we can
another
say that.
planet,
You go
yeah.
to Venus.
Yeah.
That Nazi came from the moon.
And that Venus mission is
God.
awesome.
The Venus mission is really cool. I remember in New Order when you go to the moon, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. And like, we won't spoil any like story stuff on Venus, I guess, because there's some important stuff, but like that is a
Women are from
mission.
Venus.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to play on the stream, but that is like
It's
heavy.
hard.
Heavy difficulty.
I don't think we could get to it without getting through the cutscene also, because I think that's where my save is.
Yeah. And that cutscene, you don't want someone like us chatting over the top.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to sit down, put on headphones, and like really enjoy it.
That cutscene gave me like a minor panic attack, and for like that's how it was just a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
I had to take a break after
Well, that's
playing
not
it.
good, but-
Well,
And those are
that's
kind
not the
of-
game's fault. That's like I have my stuff, you know.
And those are also like the moments that you're like, wow, like I really didn't see the story going like this off the rails.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, how much further?
It's like
can
you
it take it?
should really believe the game at that point that it's gonna go off the rails. But even then, you're like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna go this off the rails.
Yeah. After a while, you just
kind
it's
of
like in any other game, you'd be desensitized after they do it once, but then they keep upping it.
They just keep upping like the shock value, and you're like, oh my god. All right, there we go. Now we're doing better.
But even then, like, I wouldn't just say it's shock value. Like, I think there's a lot of narrative substance to it.
Yep.
Like, it's not just there to be shocking, which I think is an important distinction.
All right.
I'm so in love with the way the guns look in this game.
I know.
Yeah. We call it like that industrial kind of design.
It's that's another thing is like, oh, go ahead.
No, go, please.
I was just gonna say the industrial designs of when you're in like an actual like Nazi-made ship or something like that. Like we're in New Orleans right now, so it's gonna look burned out and like you can see the effects of the occupation. But in like earlier when we in that Nazi building, like just the utilitarian industrial designs of it all, but with like huge red like tapestries. It's just it's a very thoughtful design. I really like it.
We were also talking kind of before the stream how in this game, a lot of like when you play Call of Duty, you know when your health is like starting to really dip. In this game, you can find yourself at like 2% health in like 2 seconds and be like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's like already too
And then
late.
gotta book it. You gotta run.
Yeah. I would say like sometimes that annoyed me, but I think overall it was my fault, but I just wish I knew more.
Yeah. It is a punishing game.
There we go. We're grooving. We're grooving. I have no ammo, but we're grooving.
Yes, you do. You have a lot.
You have a lot of ammo. What are you talking
Well, for what I want to use. Oh no, I picked some up.
I don't think he knows what's going on.
Let's go.
You ever played this game
It's
before?
hard to stream
Nick,
and
this
talk.
is Wolfenstein II. You know what you're playing.
What game is this?
It's Flooded School Bus Simulator.
Oh shit.
Nazis over here!
Fire warning shot. Ruffle their feathers.
Oh, I forgot about those guys. They're so scary. They're so scary.
Got him.
Did I get him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
I peed a little.
I pooped.
All right, now Kallie.
They're yeah. You want to go there?
You heard me one up you just now.
Yes. Two. Number two.
I two-upped you.
This is kind of a new experience for me as well because I didn't play stealthily at all.
You could probably overcharge your health right now and then go up because there's dudes on the second floor.
How do you overcharge your health? Is it like taking meth or something?
You just take more health and it slowly drains, so you can get up to like 200 or something overcharge, and then there's a perk associated with overcharging.
Are you asking what the lore behind it is?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, meth
You
was a
just- you
thing
just-
that almost ruined soldiers back in
So
the day.
if I had
Yes.
the ramshackles, this wall would be something that I could go through.
Yeah.
Didn't a lot of the Third Reich do meth?
What?
Say what a glorious hole that is. I need to shut up.
Your color commentary is keeping me awake
That's all I have.
this early in the morning.
I
Oh, wow. I hate
Yeah,
those
yeah,
things.
I
You're-
hate shooting dogs, but
I
fuck
know.
Oh,
I mean, they're evil.
Don't make it worse. Bad dogs aren't born; they're made
Oh.
by Nazis and.
Yeah.
Is there any way to sneak into that room from here?
Can you
with
not?
your-
Oh, you
No.
don't have the
No, he has my.
Are we
I don't think
sure?
so.
constrictor.
Dang, that's how I was navigating
Stricter.
this one when I did it.
Oh my God.
I would sneak. Oh God. I would sneak around. Hello.
I love dueling shotgun in narrow hallways.
Clean up on aisle 6.
This is an inadvertent Army of Darkness reference.
Yeah, it was. That was the first R-rated movie I ever saw.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What was the reference? Clean up on all 5?
I don't remember exactly what he's,
No,
what
yeah,
aisle, but
he says something like that when the witch comes to the S-Mart.
yeah.
I really like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Oh God. When they
Oh my God.
pile up like that, it's not good. Ah!
Yeah, a lot of this game is just running.
Get over.
Get the
Yeah, I'm
helmet's
trying
right
to
there.
get. I couldn't get over that thing. Okay. Oh God.
Oh, what is happening?
Now I'm pinned in the
Kill
corner.
him. You have two guns.
Come to me.
Those dudes will drop armor. Yeah, you walked over it and picked it up, so that's good.
Machine pistols do feel weaker later on in the game.
Yeah. I barely used the machine pistol, yeah. I know John Luke really liked it, I think.
Yeah, he's got a replica on his desk.
Give me all your gifts. Yes, thank you. Hey, how are you?
Oh, God.
I don't understand what happened.
Oh, I gotta turn the power
Rip
on. That's
off his
right.
left?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta turn the power on.
You gotta kill this other dude. This other
You're getting
commandant.
closer.
Am I getting closer?
He's downstairs.
Yeah.
Right under you. Oh.
Well,
Idiot didn't see me. I guess I'll go kill him.
They're gonna keep coming, right? If you don't kill the officer.
Hello. Hello.
Wolfenstein.
There is something that maybe I didn't appreciate as much as I should have. Yes, I know it's kind of like an integral part of the game. Is all the kind of articles and like newspaper edits and all those things that are hidden throughout the map.
and letters from people. I
And
tried to read
letters,
as many
I'm
as I
gonna die.
could.
Go kill the officer.
Yeah, you should
I
kill
have to
that.
find them. There's so many like hidden items. I'm not a big reader.
Famously.
You were
So-
you wound around that fact for a while and then just dove head first. You're trying to figure out an eloquent way to put it. I don't read much. I don't read good.
I don't do a lot of reading.
That's
And
you're getting there.
so, yeah, so that makes that aspect of the
Are you
game.
telling us you literally couldn't read the notes?
Are you Charlie?
Who hired you?
I can read and I can write and I can
I've never seen
articulate
evidence of that.
and I can articulate words, but sometimes it's like, you know, there's so many cool things to find in this map, but I would rather just run around and kill things than,
Right.
There's just so many letters
Like an
and words
illiterate
on this page.
you
Just,
know?
So many letters in the alphabet. Nick, I love you so much.
I guarantee that there are people in the chat right now that are probably like, this guy knows what's up.
readings for suckers.
This guy's right.
guy
He's
gets
like
it.
reading
Am I a baby boomer? He needs to read me more.
All right, well,
2017.
now that I'm crying a little bit, to Nick's point, though, I
I have
think
Siri
Reading is
now.
hard.
the serious side of that.
Siri,
point.
read Moby Dick for me.
to Nick's point, there's a vent you can crawl through.
I was trying to see if there's anything good to catch.
Hold to inspect.
Oh, speaking of reading,
Yes, yeah. So,
What does that say, Nick?
the Star Spangled Daily. Sorry. I can read.
But
I can
that
read.
example is actually really good. The example of like the Klan endorsing the Reich.
God.
I think one of the strongest things, like
Oh,
strongest, holy shit, the strongest stances this game takes is in being like, oh yeah, the Klan's having a great time, like, and a lot of that is evident in what you can read.
There's the note in the barn that's
Yes.
pretty much just satire about America today.
Yeah, there's.
Well, most of them are, but like that one specifically.
And there was a lot of that in the New Order too. Like there was one where it was basically like, it was like a German newspaper saying we had to nuke Manhattan because think of all the soldiers who would have died if we'd invaded it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Nagasaki, Hiroshima. Really.
yeah. And I mean, they really don't hold back on that stuff. And yeah, so to Nick's point, there's a lot of value in just like stopping when you have a moment when you're not going to die to check those things out and see what you can learn about the world they're building. I believe in you.
You know,
Go kill the officer.
I'll read some cool ones, you know, every once in a while.
Still stuck on that.
You know,
He's trying to prove a point, I think.
but
Kill the officer.
all right, where is he?
You're going in the wrong.
No,
okay,
you're good.
You're
Going right direction. Yeah. Getting closer. He's in this room. Ah. Nope. You are really supercharged.
Now we're supercharged.
there. He is. Or no, that's not him. Just kidding.
What the shit is this dude?
I remember this like the officer being really hard to find. In here, I had a lot of trouble.
Either up top or downstairs.
I think
There's a
I-
basement
God.
or something.
That's the toughness of playing without sound. Ooh. I can't hear when they're behind me. Oh,
Oh my God. This is so stressful.
Yeah,
The
is there a
fate of
ba-
the nation is on your
Is
shoulders.
there a
right now.
basement?
I'm just trying to survive at this point.
There was health right next to you.
Oh, there was? Where?
I saw the icon. There we go.
This is a little difficult when you can't really hear the game, so when somebody sneaks up.
Please find that officer. You're going
I
the
know
wrong
you're
way.
like really stressing Mike out.
Okay, kill him. All right.
Okay.
Now find the officer.
You're going. He's behind you now.
I think he's upstairs.
I mean, yeah, he is, but like you're.
I want to go up and then this direction. Right?
Yes.
Right? Are we hot?
He's like directly above you. Go upstairs one more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ooh. Ah! Oh, that was unclimactic. Oh well.
Hell yeah. Still killed him now.
Are you pleased, Mike?
So pleased.
Alright, now the power's on.
Now we're cooking with that.
Now, as I like to say, now we're cooking with gas. Literally, because you have to refuel your weapons with gas.
No, I'm not joking. I'm being totally serious.
Actually, speaking of, let's break that baby out.
Yeah.
The diesel craft.
I actually use this a lot against the more heavily armored enemies.
If Nick was an esports pro from Germany, that would be his handle.
Diesel craft.
Diesel craft? I think by the time I died, I've died 3 times now. I don't think I would cut it in the esports world. But that would be a cool name.
There's that man.
Here he comes. Should I hit him with the diesel craft?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He's
So
gonna launch himself at you.
I
Detonate
like-
it with.
I cover him, and then what do I detonate with?
I think.
remember.
Oh, it just detonates.
No, you're. It detonates with like LT or something like that. I forget.
He did.
I don't think so.
No.
You don't think so? I think he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, he would be up. Come on. I should not be using this weapon.
Yeah, you should switch your.
He's the handheld grenade launcher.
Oh, the little wrist rocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is the...
Yeah.
Who's going to try to say
The
it?
comp. Wait, look at it. Go again.
The comp pistol?
Comp pistol.
Bang. Oh, so I have it set so when you shoot it, it detonates on impact.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
that's a different-
didn't use. Oh, you know what? I upgraded that later in the game. I think this save I don't have it that upgraded.
Yeah.
I'm much more of like I tend to use assault rifles more in like any shooter. So that's just the one I went with, and it's also the most useful.
Is there anybody else in here? I don't know if there is. Alright, now I'm actually not sure where to go.
So go
here.
downstairs.
Grab this stuff really quick and recharge. The old
craft.
diesel craft.
Ye old.
Also known as my esports name, because according to Mike. All right, cool.
Nice callback.
Where do I go? To
Go
sneak
downstairs.
here?
Go downstairs.
Oh shoot, this guy's still alive. What are you doing here?
Play hide and seek.
Hi. So down here.
Okay. No. Turn around.
Turn
Completely.
Left.
Yeah. Okay. Now turn to your right a little bit.
There, straight.
There's a downstairs. See that? Yeah.
Oh, I know what's down here.
Steve.
And you gotta hit.
Should I shoot this?
I mean,
Well.
it'll blow up. Put like the
Dangerous.
diesel craft thing.
Don't shoot.
Put the diesel craft thing on it, and then leave, and then detonate it,
Or just toss a grenade and then run.
or toss a grenade.
Okay, ready? Run. Oh, thank goodness I wasn't standing there.
my
yeah,
goodness.
dude.
Now what?
Then Guggenheim. I think you crawl into the pipe, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, sorry. I blew a hole in the wall.
There's a yeah.
Oh, okay. See, this is all different. I never went down here. Wait, are you sure?
Yep,
Yeah.
there's stairs back there.
There's stairs.
The TV in here is kind of dark.
These aren't the same stairs. Oh, they're not. There's so many new things
I love
to learn.
experiencing your. Okay, this part has a hound and.
Panzerhund. Here we go.
Let's finish this fight and then we'll call it a stream.
Yes.
Just don't screw up. And on a good note. Well,
Well,
I think you killed him.
I don't think so. I think we would have heard a big explosion. Let's see. Oh no, he's very much alive.
Shoot him.
You know what the beauty of this is?
Shoot him a lot.
Is that I can totally skip this.
Oh. What? No, go back.
All right.
Finish
go-
the stream with a fight.
Gonna be right there.
Melee.
yeah, chop off their legs.
Crank. Just keep letting him come.
I am definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
There is no way. But that's the beauty of like the different playstyles. Like you can totally just skip that whole battle by
ways.
I 100% did not know I could skip that battle. I did the
totally
whole
can
thing.
skip that battle by just.
Did that whole battle. It was real hard.
I don't think you're meant
You illiterate, yellow-bellied.
to go back in. All right.
Well, I wanted to, I'll finish on a
all right.
Just hose him with your armor-piercing rifle.
Hose him. Just hose him down.
Man, Peter is having a good day.
Hose him like Aunt Mirabelle.
I'm delirious, unfortunately.
We all gotta like stay awake and see Star Wars later.
What? That's today?
I have a 1 a.m. showing,
Yeah, mine's at 11.
so I'll get out
Oh
at like
God!
4,
Don't reload now.
3, and then get home at 4, and then wake up 3 hours later for our number 6 game tomorrow.
God, there's 2 of them. Armor piercing rounds. Or so. Oh, he's behind me.
What's happening?
Why couldn't you get up?
Because he was biting my legs.
Yeah.
Is there any health in this area? I don't know.
No, but you should be
Shoot
shooting
that
those
canister and
explosive
find out.
canisters.
What are these?
I don't think there's any health here.
Oh, armor. And he might have dropped some when I killed him. Yeah, he got some. All right, where is he?
What is that word?
Dirt dropped.
Just rock him right now. Yeah.
Oh, he dead.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's very much alive, just like last time.
Oh God!
Shoot him, please.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine what the comments are saying. This guy sucks, huh? Probably should have played this game a little bit before the stream. It's been a while. Still my favorite game. All right, we'll use this baby. Oh,
Ah.
is he dead? Oh, we
you
missed
killed
the
him.
grand finale explosion.
That's okay.
Oh, I had actually.
Well, anyway.
Where are you going?
No, just kidding.
Where are you going
All
with
right,
that?
what do you say?
I say that's a stream, my friends.
Sweet.
Stream.
That was Wolfenstein II: New Colossus, our number 7 of the year. So number 10 was Nier Automata. Number 9 was What Remains of Edith Finch. I said it correctly that time. Number 8 was Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We announced that yesterday. And today was Wolfenstein 2. And tomorrow we are going to announce. Just kidding. Thought you had me, didn't you? Number 6
jeez.
will be announced tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Same
Again,
sweaters.
you can go catch up on all that. No, I'll have a different one.
Oh.
Or I'll try to. But you can go catch up on all that stuff on GameSpot or on YouTube after the fact. And thanks so much for joining. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.